stream started. Hello there, E.
Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Well, it's been a while. Hello. Hello. How are you doing today? Everything good? Hello. Hello. Doing okay? Nice. Well, I had a very interesting start of the week. So, as you might recall, I mentioned that we had this issue with one of the transport of merchandise where we were missing a lot of units, right? Well, on Sunday, a new batch of merchandise arrived, right? So I was there, not only to make sure everything was inventoried correctly, right? But also because I got myself a camera, one of the ones you attach to your shirt or something, like a GoPro, right? And I used it to record us unloading the truck, right? Just so we can prove that we are not the ones stealing the units, right? The merchandise. Funny enough, now that I taken this precaution, right? The shipment was exactly as the receipt said. Mind you, we usually have a difference of between 3 to 10 units, right? This particular time, it was exactly what the receipt said. Maybe they got scared about the fact that we have raised the alarm last time. But now the shipment was exactly as it was supposed to be. Okay, that's fine, right? I had to count 5 times to make sure the number was correct. But everything's okay. Fine. As I was enjoying that, on Sunday, I got some disturbing news. You see, we have clients, right? And like I told you, our merchandise is sold mostly at the end of the year. These luxury goods are only sold around this time. So, in preparation for Christmas, well, we started supplying our clients with merchandise, right? Well, they are just about started selling stuff, right? Not only our merchandise, but other stuff along with our merchandise, right? So, we just started the season. One of the people who were delivering merchandise to the clients came back a bit pale because turns out there was a group of men going around the shops, the clients we supplied, and they were asking for protection money. And even the people from the government, like the inspectors, were like a bit afraid of these people. You know what that means, right? This time, unlike the call I got the other day, that I have forgotten to actually publish, well, unlike the call I got the other day, this time, these guys are legit. These guys are not fake dudes. These people are legit part of the cartel. So I'm like, oh, that might not be good for business. Oh. So inefficient? Well, the thing is depending on how much money they are asking for, is not really that much of a problem, right? But if it's like enough, the clients are just going to stop selling and close shop. Yeah. That's the thing. Because if they cannot really afford the price, they will just close shop. And that's an issue for us. Because we have this shit ton of unsold merchandise because the season just started. If our clients decide to not sell, okay, we can like charge for the things we already sold them, right? But we were prepared to like resupply them, which is a big issue. What can you even do about it? Well, like I said, my family has connections, right? So we told the side of family that we know about that has dealing with the cartel, and we asked them if they could like make an exemption for particularly the areas where our family does business, right? I also heard that on the side of the clients, not from us, that is, there is someone who has connections to the Guild of Judges in the state. So they might request, from what I heard, they are trying to request more protection for the area where my clients are. Yeah. So we are going to ask the cartel to not like fuck with our area of business, but there is no guarantee they will listen, because my side of family, well, particularly me, in my area of the family is not like that powerful within the family, so there is no guarantee they will listen. Yeah. Usually the cartels are very malicious. So, especially when they're like doing this, when they're doing like protection money, they are very like prone to double tap. Yeah. They are very prone to say, hey, you paid before, yes, but we want you to pay it again, even though we already charged you. So, also, I heard the guy that is trying to like contact the Judge Guild is quite scared And he's trying to keep it like secret, that he's trying to lure some security into the area because he's afraid for his family and his business, because he's also part of the clients, right? Yeah. So that's an issue. Because even if he has like the judges on his side, it doesn't really like guarantee he won't face consequences. So he's trying to keep it like really, really secret. Yes. I know about it because I also have contacts on the judge field, right? So I heard that someone from the area where I'm like doing business is also trying to lure security into the area. Yeah. And the reason I'm like worried about this is that there is nothing stopping the cartel from harassing our employees, the ones who like have to deliver merchandise, right? Which is a significant issue. Yeah. Also because even though I don't think it will reach that level, the one with the money, it's me. So, because the only one like I can really move like significant amount of money is me. So chances are I might actually get a legit call from the cartels, which is not something I'm looking forward for. You had the pleasure seeing that Funky Town cartel video? Well, I have not seen it, and I don't want to see it. The other day I was watching what was that cartoon? That really gory cartoon? That he took like Final Destination to the extreme? Happy Tree Friends? I was seeing it again, just because I got curious, and I couldn't like finish the second episode. Yeah. Happy Tree Friends, yes. I'm not a fan of gore. Not so much because it causes me like anxiety or fear. It just like triggers some level of disgust. Yeah. But yes, the cartels are like roaming around our area of the market, which is not good. Hopefully it doesn't escalate, because we have a shit on the merchandise we need to sell. Yeah. That's why I had like to cancel yesterday's and the day before, because we needed to do a little bit of an emergency tactical meeting. Yeah. Yes. No, yeah, and we could like just simply move to a different set of clients, right? But that doesn't really guarantee we will be able to sell all the merchandise, and that's an issue. I was thinking maybe we should like expand to a different like set of clients, but we don't know if I can like supply the double, because we will need to get like the double amount of clients. And that means we need like significantly more money. Yeah. Because that would be like doubling the inversion on the business. That will also mean I will like double the amount of money I'm like fooling around with, which is a bit anxiety inducing. Yeah. Yeah, glad you were not born after you got a pretty nice fun point. Yes, I do agree with that. Yeah. Yeah, the knowledge that a lot of people know that I'm the one moving in such amount of money is dangerous, right? In many ways. The only good thing is that I'm pretty much a hikikomori, so not many people know what I look like, right? So that's one thing that is really nice. Yeah. But still, it's a bit worrisome. Also, I don't it's probably unrelated, but I've been receiving like a nonsensically high. Thank you, Martha Psycho, for your insightful input. I've been receiving a nonsensical amount of calls, spam calls today, which is a bit disturbing. Motorcycles are indeed wise. Yeah. Is the my market spam center? Maybe. They found out a very nice way to like tell apart if this is a spam call or not. Did you know the call centers that are just like a bot to dial? If you answer the call but say nothing and just listen for a few seconds, the bot will think the call failed and hang up without actually like putting you in contact with the caller. And then you can just block the number. You put something funny in the music channel on Discord? Really? Nice. I will check it out. Where was the music channel on Discord? Oh, I found it. Okay. Yeah, I discovered that tactic. And it's really nice. Only when an actual person try to call you, then they notice that the call is connected, and then they will try to actually talk. But the bots don't do that. They just hang up. So it's a very nice way to tell them apart. Yeah. Also, I disabled the unknown caller entrance to the phone, which is really nice. I find it funny they kidnap people to write spam calls. Well, the issue with that is you need like brains, right? You need skill for that, right? And usually the job the cartel does is very muscle heavy. It's not very like skillful. So if they can make like a bot to make calls, then they like are more likely to find other means to make money instead of using scam things. Yeah. But then again, it also happens in other countries where they kidnap people to make a spam center. Yeah. Also, yes, maybe they just enjoy it. But yes, that's what happened. Yeah. It depends on where you are. There are some places where you can disappear people without issues. Yeah. It's like really low risk and really low like effort. Yeah. For example, I believe in Peru and Colombia it's very easy to disappear people. Yeah. Also in China, it's very easy to disappear people. Extremely easy. Yeah. Did you guys hear about the VTuber who got kidnapped in China only to reappear 6 months later? Yeah. That was interesting. Means, oh. I don't remember the details like exactly, but I believe she was like kidnapped to become like a force, right? Basically. So they had her like in a room and they were trying to like tame her basically by abusing her and torturing her, right? In one of those, he managed to like poke out of the room they had her in with chains, right? And just someone like, yeah, a woman used to extinguish cigarettes on her. Yeah. She poked out. Someone who was passing by saw her, recognized her from like a missing persons report or something, reported to the police. The police came not to save her, but to like try to get a bite, like demanding money from the kidnappers to ignore it. They didn't. They didn't pay the police, so the police took her and actually rescued her. She got like insanely lucky. Yeah. Just because the bad guys were a little bit too bad and didn't like cooperate with each other, she got saved. Man. I believe that was how it went, or something similar. Yeah. But still, she was like 6 months in captivity. Yeah. In each. But yeah, the cartels are fairly malicious, so it's often better to simply not interact with them. Yeah. A story like this make the police in your country seem tame in corruption and bribery? Yes. And that's in China, right? Here in my country, if you want like to like summon like a shitstorm in an area of the city, you only need to find like a cop, kill that cop, then you run and hide, and then like where you kill the cop, like a 10-block radius will become swarmed by like every kind of police you can think of trying to find you. They will literally break into homes, like respect like no like privacy. They will literally break into houses trying to find you. Yeah. Yes. I have seen it happen. Yeah, basically the Strandshot meme. It will happen like... I have seen it happen 3 times, I believe. Yes. One happened very close to me, and I had like sirens like passing in front of my house like for an hour straight, like dozens and dozens and dozens of patrol cars like just flying by. Another one happened like a block away from me, and literally there were like police officers like running in my garden, right, searching my garden for the guy, and my family had to like kick them out of the garden. Yeah. And the third time, I believe it was not close to me, but I was like going somewhere, and that happened in between me and my goal, so I had to take a huge detour and arrive late to where I was going. Yeah. And the same happens if you kill someone for the cartel. Yeah. Just crashed for 10 minutes and they were thinking it was being wind. Yeah, that doesn't apply here. They will hunt you down like crazy, yeah. And it becomes even worse if you kill a higher ranker one. Yeah. Yes. It's nice that it doesn't happen that often. Yes. But that's why I had to like cancel the last 2 streams. Also, I was like half dead because I hadn't like been sleeping well. Not because I was worried about the cartel. It's because I like stay up playing Project Zomboid. I stayed up to like 5 in the morning, and I was like half dead. Yes. Right now I'm well rested. Yes. Yes. Right now I'm well rested. But yeah, you might hear more stories about the cartels going forward. Hopefully I managed to pass these like holiday seasons without interacting that much with the cartels, because holy shit, dealing with them is difficult, to put it nicely. They like to double dip, so it's not easy to handle them. That's why I don't like to interact with them, because they are very like, if you like seeds on ground, like you tell them, okay, fine, I will pay you this once. The next time they will come asking for even more money, so I'd rather not interact with them. Even the time I got shot on the back, they didn't do much. At least on my favor. The girl was treated like a princess, but to me, they mostly just went like the classical the fedora hat and walk away without really doing much. Yeah. Yes. Shall we move on to the game development then? Yeah.
Stream started. Hello there, E.
E. You're alive? Yes. I got a bullet hole, but yeah. I'm fine, currently. Alright, I was doing this. I just remember the nonsensical stuff I was doing. Ah. Sounds more terrifying than giant corporate mafia? Hmm. You need to think it in like several like degrees. That's the issue. Because for example, I can like sort of wiggle my way out of dealing with them because of my family, right? But the thing is, if they make an exception for me, other people will want an exception, right? So people then will start to like question their authority, as they say, and that's something they don't want, right? So they are very like apprehensive of being lenient. But at the same time, if you are lenient towards them, they will try to take advantage of it. Yeah. That's the issue with the cartels. If you are on their good side, they are really good, like, allies. Yeah. One of my aunts is very close to a group of the cartel that is on the edge of the country, along the coastline, the western coastline, right? And they are like always helping her, right? They are very nice to her because she's like the typical like old lady that gives you pies and that kind of stuff. So she's very friendly even with the people of the cartel. So they protect her quite a bit. So it depends a lot of your like relationship in general. Yeah. Okay. So I've been thinking. Oh, don't tell me did my script break again? Come on. Or is it on my script? Hold on. What happened here? Properties? Ciao. Filters. Oh, I see. Ah, that's the issue. I see. I need to make it a slightly different ID. Okay. That's... Ouch. Did I not set this correctly? Some resources, set manual for position settings. Where is this? Advanced properties, settings, hotkeys.
Flashbang.
Toggle Monsoon. Okay, there we go. I didn't have the keybind set. Is that not like close enough? Did my setting code reset? Zoom factor, let's set it to 4. There we go. That's better. So, last time I was trying to like make sense of this dungeon like this, right? But it didn't quite work as I expected. It became just nonsensically difficult to keep like track of everything. So I decided to do something interesting. Hold on. So what I'm going to do is going to do it directly within a game maker, because I believe it would be easier. I have my pen? Huh? What do you mean? Okay. Create. What is it from? Alchemy event is my event. I don't know what you mean, like at all. Okay. The name of this is going to be map underscore dungeon 3 underscore. Can I put it at the very center? Okay. Since we're going to have 3 floors, about we start here on 2, so it would be 07. X would be 07. Y would be 02. And Z would be 0. Yes, that would be the entrance. What's the theme? We have 2 specific influences. The puzzle box That means it could be a temple. Think about it as the water temple. That level of complexity. And the actual like theme of the dungeon will be fire. So this will be an earth fire temple with the complexity of the water temple. A pixel box. Yeesh. Okay, one moment. My cat wants to leave the room. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. One moment, one moment. There will be lava, yes. Hello.
Element of surprise!
You still have a lot of surprise and stuff. Okay. So this, I believe I needed to make it on the same width and height. Hold on, let me investigate that actually. Can I set a default width and height? Maker set default width and height. Not all sets, just the room. Is there no way to like room editor preferences? Okay, change distance, change feed, minimum alpha. Okay, I got it. So preferences, room preference. This, I need to change this. This could be 4080 and 352. Okay. That also means I need to change this. 480, 352. Come on, 352. There we go. That's the actual room size. It's actually pretty small, huh? Right? This is the room size. And I'm like doubting myself. Let me just compare it. Yeah, that's the room size. Okay. So that's the entrance right here. So let's make a new one. Let me copy the name real quick. And let's duplicate this. So I want this to be on the 1 and it would be 0, 0. Right? And then we duplicate that. And this will be 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is the bottom 1. You got a lot of flashbacks. I just noticed that. Well, That's the entrance thingy, right? Actually, that's the entrance right there. This one needs to be on one ahead. So I will just set this to one ahead and duplicate this. And this will be on the same column floor on one, like that. So we have the entrance right here. Then the first part of the, what is that called? The hub of the dungeon. So if I duplicate this, did that work? So we have on the two, I think it's better if I do it one at a time because I'm getting confused. That would be the 3, okay. And that would be the 3. So this is one level, this is one level, this is another level, okay. Let me divide this actually. Let's go from F1. Then we have P1. And then we have P2. Okay. So this goes right there. This is F1. This is P1 and this is P2. Okay, 1 second, I'll be right back. Someone is knocking on my door. One moment. Hello, okay. The classical one. They brought me snacks. Nice. Nice. Now I got snackies. Nice. Do you guys know what salchipulpos are? How do you say that in English? Salchipulpos? If someone made a diss track of you and sang it in front of you, how you'll react? I would probably laugh. Ish. Yeah, I wouldn't really take it seriously, like at all. It has chili. You know what they are? Let me look it up real quick. Let's see. Salchipulpos. Here they are. Found them. Here, right here. Let me show it on screen real quick. This is it. Yeah. Actually, it's closer to this one. This one is very ugly. So imagine this. Ones with fries. Right here. Yeah. That's what I have currently as a snack. Yes. Okay, shall we finish floor 1 then? Let me grab a little bit more. Okay, so this is in the first front, so that would be this right here. All this. Oh wait. This right here. Really? Why are you not like drawing correctly? Is here. These three. So what I want to do is make the two sides. So I will grab these three, duplicate, right? This would be on 6, or 1. Then this one will be on 6, or 2. And finally, you will be on 6 or 3. Right? That's one set. The one on the left. Now we need the one on the right. So I will grab this, duplicate, and we go 8 or 1. 8 or 2 and 8 or 3. So that should be the whole floor, first floor that we currently have. Let me grab another one. Just so it's more clear what is happening here. Let me add some styles. Let's call this one walls. The tile set we will be using will be the placeholder one. And with that, I can just simply say new. Right? So we have, let me hide this one. So this is the first floor, right? This room right here is this room right here. So we open that, right? Now, that leads into this one. And according to our little map, we have holes around and the walls going on the south side. I can add a little tile. Walls. Select the tile set. Just for now. And the walls go here with a space for 3 right there. And we can go to the 8 one, and that would be like this. I should have like maybe added the walls first before I started copying stuff. It will have saved me some time. This goes like this. Then on the other side.
From her silence came the law.
Indeed. I've been wondering, are those things too big? Then again, it would be a huge polish if it was not like big. Ah, you already have that one too? Maybe I should add more stuff. So it's a bit more buried. Hmm. You have been collecting them? Like Pokemon. Let's see, that is that. And number 2. No. They're going to be... Are they going to be shown in One Piece eventually? Yes. I actually want to make a cinematic. I want to try animating something. But not like just a sprite. I want to make a legit animation. That is like nonsensically like ambitious, I suppose. Because for example, the one that I did for the ship is like just still images, like with audio, right? So I wanted to make like a legit like animation. I don't know if that would be a bit too much for my level of skill. Yeah. You can already see some that are connected. I hope so, because if not, if it's too like obtuse, I don't want people thinking it's just pure moon logic, as they call it. Yeah. That's the one thing I want to like avoid. 1, 2, 3. A lot of reference to fire? Indeed. Indeed. Okay, that's 3, and this one should be that corner, so let me check. And this goes right there. I'm gonna guess that far is the midwife, needs is the motor. Are connected and far the same thing. You're actually correct. Yes. I'm surprised you managed to like connect those two. Then again, they are very thematic. I don't like the sauce they put on these snacks. Oh. This is 3, I need to fix 2 tiles. Walls. All set. New. Okay. Okay, I think that's correct. Let me do some trickery here. So let's see. I will put the entrance to... Now I'm kind of regretting like creating the whole overworld in one sweep. I suppose I can post the door here. Just so we have an access to the dungeon. Objects. Where are you? All 3 share the same vibes? They do kinda share the same vibes, huh? Where I put it? Where are the doors again? Oh, right here. I want this here. Just as a entrance. So we want to go to map dungeon 3 07 0200. There we go. Just so we have a way into the dungeon. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Is that not like working? Really? Wait, can you see what's happening in the game? Or can you not? No? Ah, that's weird. Hold on. Let's see. Let me open it again. Oh, you cannot even see me like moving the cursor. Huh. That's weird. It's literally not capturing anything. Huh. But you can actually see the mouse. That's weird. Did they change something about the executable? Huh. That's weird. Let me see. Well, this one work. Let's see. I'm going to open this. Okay, right now it's not working, but I can do this. And in theory, oh, that's not the right one. That's not it, that's not it. That's a different thing. Is it not showing up? Huh. It is not showing up. Huh. The hell? Let me adjust this. Is it really not showing up? It is not showing up. What the hell? They finally remind me of a fictional place I saw when I was watching a story of a gacha game. I thought to see the story without the bad gameplay. It sounds like a kind of trap that would be extremely effective against you. The other kind. I see. So that's not working. For some reason, the one I'm using for... So I have hit blade here. You see this, but you don't see the change. That's so weird. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. I got it. A trap. You think it's a trap? Interesting. Oh, right. I was doing some tests. Do you like my 3D box? It still doesn't do anything, but it looks nice. Actually, let me see. Just to show you what I was trying to do. Where are they? Ropers. Right here. Just so you can see what's happening. I wanted to see if I could like recreate a 2D sprite with a 3D one, right? You see that? Can you tell which one is like the 2D and which one is the 3D? Oh. Like this? I will say the 3D one actually looks a bit more flat, right? So I was thinking maybe adding like some 3D features to the game. Like when you hit the box like this, it would like rotate slightly. To make it more interesting visually. I was also trying to figure out how to not just like rotate it like this or on the other direction, but maybe use a different axis of rotation, but I have not figured it out. Yeah. I'm sure this is not the kind of trap. Nothing can face me aside from Natal isn't gonna learn from the fighting. Wow. Sounds like you would be fan of what was her name exactly? Nina Tosaka? There is. The entrance to Dungeon 3 is not going to be here, by the way. I just put it where somewhere I can actually get easily. Ah! Crash. Because I forgot to make the objects for Dungeon 3. Yay! Whoops. Load screen. So we have option Dungeon 2, option Dungeon 1. So need to make one for Dungeon 3. Using the tails of a kitsune to look really fluffy. Yes, I have noticed that too. Indeed. Yeah. Okay. Duplicate. Here we have Dungeon 3. So let's see. This is what I was trying to experiment with the save data. I also need to fix that. I need to fix the save data. That's like a major issue. I really need to like take into account. Okay. Dungeon 3. There we go. Dungeon 3. Now has a load data. The save? Yes, it's still broken. Indeed. I need to go around. I think it was faster if I went the other way. Yep, it was faster if I went the other way. Okay, so now we are in Dungeon 3. Over here, we should be able to go this way. Nice. This is the hub area. Looking quite nice. Yeah. Let me save here. Wait. Looking like a jellyfish floating in the blackness of the sea. Wow. Okay. So now I need to set like the correct color for the background. What would be nice? Should I make something like darker? Maybe? What is the current color? Hold on. Currently, we have this color right here. Let's see. Let's go back to the entrance. Blackstone from Minecraft. It has a burn bag. Cobblestone. Netherrack. Let me look it up actually. Maybe I can use it as a reference. You called it Blackstone. Let's see. Oh. Interesting. It does have a very nice texture. Let me show you what I'm seeing. It does have like a really nice... Yeah, maybe this color wouldn't be bad. But I want it a tiny bit closer to the ground level because we're not going to go that deep. Yeah. Deep slate? Hold on, let me look it up. Deep slate. Huh. I don't know, it doesn't quite feel like fiery enough. This is a good image. I didn't mean to download it, I wanted to open it. Damn it. Really? Just download? God damn it. It is like a nice transition, I will say. RPG Maker tiles? Let me see. RPG Maker tiles. I will say fire just as a so we can guide the direction of the search. Volcano. That looks nice in when it comes to brightness, but I don't like that there is like greenery around it. It looks like completely off. That looks too white. That looks better in the dark areas, but it feels like a bit too inconsistent. This is closer to what I want, actually. Oh, Discord? Okay, let me check. Discord, image only. Oh, that actually looks pretty good. Yes. It's a bit more like purplish than I would prefer, but aside from that, the tone is actually quite close. Yeah. Let me save this as a reference. Flyer, no. Article, menu, items. Tile set references. Right here. So let me grab the color actually. I'm just going to grab the tone. Excuse me. Okay, I just grabbed the tone. Thank you. Now let me bring it over here. Really? Why are you not? I will just type it then. Let me just open the thingy. And that would be 3E 0F 1F. Yeah, that's a bit purple. You added another possible image to use? Oh, wow. Now, I like the general look of it, but there is a lot of red. Maybe too much red, because it feels like with that particular way they color the tiles, it feels like the ground and the walls should be like burning the player. Okay, so we have this, right? How about I remove the red? Maybe go a bit more towards the blue. No, that doesn't look right. Hmm. Maybe change saturation? It, it just doesn't look like ground. Maybe if I go a bit more a different hue. Does this have the arranged by another image? Oh, you mean if this has to have like a rinse vibe? It has to be like, what call it? Like rinse you discover inside a cavern. It has to have like a Fire Temple kind of vibes from Ocarina of Time. Mind you, it doesn't have to have the same colors. I just needed to like feel like a seamless transition between cave to like ruins and dungeon. Oh. I can start with this. We can change the background later. But yeah, I need to find a color that kinda matches the vibes. Well, currently we don't want to like set the mood perfectly. We just need to like reference it, and we can worry about that on the art streams that will eventually happen. Okay, let's check it out. How does that look? Does that look more like grounds? Ah, I forgot this one in particular. The one on the center. Kinda. It doesn't look like a void anymore. That's good. Let's see. Yeah, I forgot this one. It looks solid, so it kinda works. Yeah. It does kinda work. But it's not like perfect. Because I cannot really call this a cave, right? Currently. Oh. Okay. So now another thing I'm going to need for this is going to be holes. So let's add a hole tile set. I don't remember how I this. I can just check it over here, actually. Yeah, holes. Okay, and let's grab the correct tile. Set hole. Okay. So here, according to our little diagram we made, we want a hole right there, right? So it has to be on the edges, like this. Right? And we need a clean area right there, so, and I believe that's what? 3 blocks. So it would be like this. And we need a wall right here. After that, we need walls on these sides and the corner right there. Okay, so we go to the center. 0, 1. Right, this is the bottom layer. I just killed one that I didn't want to. Okay, here is where we need to that. Tile. Alt. And we need a hole. Okay, so the hole has to be on the edge. Yeah, down here. And we need the space right there. Then we need a wall on the other side. So it would be like this, basically. I don't like there is like a space there. And according to this, that needs to go 3 from the... So it would be like this. And over here we need a space of 3. And we have a little wall here. Okay. And we also need the other side right here to have a little hole right in the middle. Right there, we have that hole, we have a wall there. And we have a wall there. And we have 3 over here. And that's it, apparently. Yeah. Oh. Okay. So here is the first issue we have. We need an object and can do something very interesting. We need a hole that can stop being a hole. Okay, that's not something I expected you to say. Object, let's call this people. Okay, let's grab an image from here. Let's go for I think I will grab this one, the one on the edge. Right, I copy that and I will create another tile set. Excuse me, a sprite. Sprite. And this shall be called sprite underscore pitfall. Open just for now. And I will use this. Wait, what's the size of this thing? Hold on. 64. I didn't want that. I want you to be 32 by 32. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just grab it there. Flip it. Put it there. Then I will just grab the edge. Right there. And I will just rotate. No. Okay. Really? There we go. We will delete the top. Right. That can be the default for now. We will use that one here. Okay, so now we have the pitfall, right? And we are going to use it in this room right here. Very simple. I will just... Oh. I need a instance layer called terrain. Okay. So here on terrain, I will put... Why it's not letting me Oh, it's because I grabbed the other thingy. Where are you? Object, pitfall. Right here. I will simply put this here just as a way to keep things more clean. Okay. So now, what I need to do here is very simple. I'm going to grab the sprite. Right? Duplicate this. And let's call this close. Right? Also, I need to assign a color. Blue. Okay. So we edit this, and because this is going to be the blue one, I'm going to just do this. Actually, let me make another layer. And I will just fill it up like this. And I just delete. The word pitfall reminds me of videos like Incompatibles when you're getting the fantasy balls. Yeah. I have seen those also. I have noticed that those videos usually like don't really tell you anything useful. If you see one, pretty much you have seen it all. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Remind you of the scream from Tom and Jerry? Really? Why is that? I wonder. By the way, have you noticed that Kali sometimes screams like Tom? Have you noticed that? I wonder. That sometimes she does. In some... when she's playing some games. Kind of? Really? Let me see if I can find one. Just a reference. Kali has such a volleyball. Nice. Let me see. I cannot find one that is good, sadly. I did find one. I don't know if it's like interesting, but I will post it on the memes channel because I think it's funny. Okay, so we have the pitfall, right? We need to trigger it depending on the current state. Okay, so first on create we need the variable for the whether it's active or not. So we need a trigger. Actually, we need a on or off switch, right? On, we set it to false. And we also need like this state where we decide whether the thing is going up and down. So we have a well state equals to we have up, we have going up, we have down and going down. Yeah, GG does bother everyone. Yes. But Kali has a very... Thank you, ambulance. Kali has a very... What to call it? A personality where she cracks under certain kind of pressure? Yeah. I have noticed. Yes. Certain kind of situations, basically. W state. Let's call this wall state dot down by default. And then we will check if get dungeon object. I need to get the dungeon object. Dungeon object equals to this. Grab the dungeon object. And we want to check if blue is on. So dungeon object dot blue. Then we switch immediately to W state in up. She has a weakness in horror games? Yes, indeed. You know, Kali is a bit like me. She has these situations where she doesn't know what to do. And she became like hesitating. Yeah. She has some kinds of personality that she's not good against. Yeah. Okay. So this is what will happen when it's created, right? We will change the state. So we go into the animation and we will make a switch. And we will say W state. So case wall state dot up break. She likes the GIS friendly. Yes, that's really weird. Up, going up, down, going down. Okay, so if we're up and dungeon object dot blue. Now that I think about it, this is not going to work. Because we need to assign a color to the thing, right? So I need a variable definition. That would be the color. So I need a parent, basically. Now that I think about it. So new object. So object underscore feed for parent. Right, and I can copy paste this over here. And over here I can just delete this. And then I just grab this parent object and just assign it. Right. Okay. So here we have the variable that we will call color. Color? No. Color. Right, and that is going to be a list. And the list will have as options. Come on. We will have blue, red, green, right? So we have blue right there. So here, instead of checking like this, I will simply say get color and then just say color like that to get the actual state of the color. Okay, so here we switch this.
It does not consume, but transforms.
Color state is color on. That's not a new one for you. Nice. Okay, so we are on up and the color is on. We do nothing, right? Because we are on the connecting. So the color is not on. Then we go, we switch state, W state, to going down. Well, state dot going down, right? If we are going up and we finish the animation, we simply switch to W state equal dot up. We simply finish the animation and then there. If we are down and the color is on, then we start going up. Right? And over here, if we are going down and we finish the animation, we simply say state dot down. There we go. So now we have all the transitions right here. And here we are going to be updating our little flag just to check. Yeah. Oh. Actually, I don't need to because this is doing the job. So maybe I don't need a step. Maybe here I just need the sprite index equals to get sprite, right? Let me make one special for this so I don't have issues. We have this for the other one, so let's call this fit 4. Right. So check name, direction doesn't matter. We just need the color. State does matter, but we need the W state. This sprite is name, state, direction. Actually, we need the color here. Character name, color instead of state here. Color. And this would be up and down, right? Switch. We will just do this state. I can grab it from here actually. So I save some work. Okay, so let's call this let's call this W string, because I don't know what to call it. I will keep it empty. So if we are on state up, I will simply say open. Double string equals open, right? Else it would be opening plus, right, and plus sing, and then I can just this here. Okay. By the way, do you have like some theories already? I'm like curious about it. About the collection you have of bits or lore. Nothing you haven't said already? I see. I'm looking forward to the theories. Okay, so this will update the thing, and this I'll just call bit 4. Char name string bit 4. There we go. You're not scoring every nook and cranny for lore? I see. Yes, because I noticed you have not used the command much. Yeah. Okay, now that I have this, I also need to have the function on the dungeon object right here. So let's see. Let me inherit and let's create 3 variables. That would be blue, red, green, and then we will have get color, right? And we will receive a color here. Is blue, return blue. Red, return red, green, return green. There we go. Pitfall number 1 for fantasy writers, building thousands of years of history for the world to artistic detail, and then don't reveal narrative for that of altar lore. Yes, but also you cannot simply have like this documentary about your fantasy world. Even though it would be really interesting if you actually make like a documentary format of the world. Yeah. Okay, we have the colors. Right. We have the color, we pass the color and return the thing. Okay. So in theory this should work. Let me add a new gear right here. Instead of doing this stuff. Boy. I will simply say blue equals no blue. Red equals no red. Green equals no green. Yeah. If you're going to make an RG or something of the sort, I'm not going to be the person to solve it. Really? Here's an idea. John's hero is followed by a narrator that narrates in a documentary fashion instead of an exposition fairy. That would be really funny for an anime. It would be really funny for anime. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Wait, I just noticed something. What? What happened to your name? The hell? Oh, it is there. It's just like really hard to read. I was like, the hell? How did you manage to make a square with your name? Okay, let us test this thing. Hiro, what did you call for help? Very hailing Lordoms for 2 hours straight. That would be funny. Alright, I forgot to set the names. Whoops. So, blue, we have CLS for closed, OPN for open. Right? That should fix that. Huh. Oh, I see. It's because of the caps. Whoops. Hold on. Where are you? Pitfall parent. Where are you? I need to modify this list. This will be blue, red, green. Okay. And that means I need to fix this thing right here. No, not here. On the dungeon thingy. Right here. Blue, red, green. So you want a no, but one that is like lore dumping and basically that. Okay. So I hit P. Ah, P. Ah, it's working. P. 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 The only issue is that the thing is not in the correct layer, sadly. Let's fix that. The range should be just above the walls, because it should be above that. Okay, that's looking correct. Yeah. The hero was rather let down by the homely appearance of the princess. Wow, wow. Yeah, I kinda need to fix the pitfalls, apparently. Yeah. It's going to be necessary. P. Yeah, I'm missing one, like... animation there. Yeah, I feel like going to need to like fix the whole thingies. Yeah. It's going to need to be altered. Yeah, to make this particular thing work. Now let them get married first and have the relation fail because they just married without actually bothering to get to know each other first. It would be funnier if the hero becomes king after marrying the princess and turns out he only knows how to like solve issues by hitting them with a sword. And comes to this like dystopian, like it becomes this dystopian kingdom. As the king, the only things that knows how to do is like destroy things using like force. That would be very funny. The hero becomes a tyrant. Bot tax. Okay, we have is here. I believe it was this one right here. I can literally just do this. And we have a little hole. Yeah. No taxes for own imposts, but taxes paid in pots. That would be funny. Yeah. Oh wait, did I just trigger something? Oh, I did. I forgot this was linked to this. Yes, I forgot I had that link to alt. So, wah. So we go over here. Wah. It's hard to notice, right? At the start it just looks like fairly normal, but when you pay attention there is something wrong. It's easy to notice? Yeah. I suppose the like general expression of the model changes quite a bit. Even though when I go back, it's not like that difficult to notice. Yeah. But you can actually tell something changes. Okay, now that I have that kind of working, I can make the opposite one, the one that is the wall. So let's see. Let me make this like a group. Let's call this just walls. because I don't know what to call it. Grab this, move it over here. Okay. So sprite. This one is going to be called let's call this wall. We'll just call it. Yeah, it's not going to let me call it wall because I already have a wall somewhere. Somewhere there is a wall. What do we call this? Pillar? Pillar red open. Okay, wall? OB what? OB1? Obliate. Obliate? What is that even mean? Ah! Interesting. It's like a trapdoor. Yes. But the one kind of trapdoor you forget about. Okay. So let's see. When we have this open, I believe they should be taller actually. Image resize. They should be 32 by 64. No. The other way around. 32. Like that. Okay. Right? So I'm going to set this like this. I'm going to have an outline on the ground. Right? Let's say like what would be nice? Around here? Like that, right? And I will also have a solid color right here. right? And I will add another layer, and this one would be a bit darker. And I will go from here all the way around here. Like that. So this is closed and this is open. What do you guys think? Does that make sense? Should I maybe make a different proportion? You don't know what to say? Why so long? Oh, you see. Let me show you why. Let me just adjust the location of this. This has to be on 32. No, 48. Yeah, 1648. Count 1648. Okay. So I will create another one of the pitfall thingies. Object. Object. Okay, object. What did I call that? Pillar. Right? I will assign the parent real quick. This parent. Okay. Our sprites, but of definitions, this will be pillar. The color, I will set this to red. Okay. The sprite to start with will be false. I'll start it like this. Okay. So look at this. Here, those are not aligned correctly. Is 3 to be aligned. Okay. And right here. This also needs to be aligned. Okay. So I can draw this right here. Oh wow, that takes a lot of space. Maybe I need to make them like actually square. It feels like. Right, we have this. Okay, so let me show you. Like over here, right? Did I not make the others right? Really? Oh, I see. Whoops. Hold on. I didn't name this correctly. There we go. Pillar is with one L, right? I'm writing in Spanish right now. No. Wait, I'm confused. I don't even remember how to write those. Pillar is with 12s. Oh, so I did write it right. Okay, so look at this. Oh. And now we have like something that actually looks like a wall, right? Blocking the path. A bit too 3D for my liking, but it actually looks like kinda okay. Maybe I could make it like half the size, now that I think about it. Yeah, maybe half the size would be okay. How does that look? It looks a bit weird, especially the pillars. I need to improve this. Maybe I should just cut this into something smaller, maybe. Should I cut this? The 3D looks out of place. Yes, it's not meant to be 3D. That's the issue. Let's see. Maybe I can like set it more like a block, like that. Should I maybe like make a line here? Hold on. I grab an intermediary and like set a something like this. Does that look better or does that look worse? Maybe make it a block or a 2D pillar? Maybe I just need to make this like lower. That looks slightly better, I suppose. That looks awful. Okay, good night. Rest well, Ricardo. See you later. Good night, good night. Thank you for coming. Tomorrow there will be Terraria, by the way. Do not forget. Good night, good night. Bye-bye. Adios. Buenas noches. Rest well. Bye-bye. Hmm. Does that look better? I'm like questioning myself a lot. It actually looks fine at a distance, I suppose. So let's see how it looks. So here I just go. Oh, that looks way more tame. Not gonna lie. Yeah. That looks actually fine. Pulsating like an organ. Wow. Wow. I think we can fix it a little bit. What is it? Right here. Yeah, maybe I can make this more thin. Let's remove this. Like that? How about that? Oh, wait. I forgot to close the game. Whoops. Good enough for a temple? Really? So we go over here. We have this, and I can go. Wow. That actually looks really good. Yeah. So we have the red walls. And I believe it should be right here. Right? According to our... I think the wall extends to this side. So I can literally put the walls here. Let me just change the... size here. I need a new instance. We call this terrain. Lower that. This one needs to be 16 by 16. And I can just make this right here. Wow. And that looks like this. Right, we go in here. We have the wall right there. So I can whoop, go in. And because it's constant within the whole dungeon, you can see the thing is just fine right there. I need to adjust these ones. This one right here. I need to make a new stance. Let's call this terrain. Lower that. And I will just grab all of this. Move it over here. Oh wait. Are these off? Why did this get like... Oh, I see. Hold on. There we go. Okay, now we can have like something consistent to the whole area, right? Now, according to our little map, we go across this, right? Then we go this way. Through here through a one-way door. And here we have the green area that is supposed to be solid, right? And then we go down through there. I just noticed my interpretation stuff is like a bit weird. Okay. Why? Because look at this. This is the pitfall open, right? Open. And we have the closed one, right? And then we have the closed one and the open one. Isn't that the logic like opposite? You see the issue there? Because I was thinking, wait, didn't I set like the dungeon object to be all false at the start, right? How come then when I start the game, when I go in here, I can see that this is filled when it shouldn't be, right? And then over here this is closed, which is correct, right? It does make sense, but I find it funny how my logic is very weird. It conflicts with the visuals? Yes. Also, there is the issue that if you remember, there are some of these that's going to have the opposite intent, right? So we are going to have some of these that are closed when the other one is open, right? So that will like throw a bit of a wrench into the mix. Because I'm going to need some holes that are actually like open when the other ones should be closed. Yeah. So that's one issue that is going to happen. So I need to think about how do I handle the inverted logic that I wanted to use, right? One thing I can do is just simply have a variable that is like there to invert the logic. Try to invert this. Changing them from passable to impassable. That actually makes sense, actually. That's a very good idea. So I could simply go passable. No, this is impassable. Impassable. Pass up. Passable. Impassable. Passable. And I just need to like invert the logic over here. We just say wait, this is a wrong. Hold on. This is not even right. Passable. Impassable. No, the other way. Passable. Impassable. Hmm. The thing here is that if up is passable, that is for the pitfalls, right? Up is passable. Well, that makes an issue because up for this one is impassable. Right? And the third variation of this, the one that is... let me make that, actually. Let's call this green, and I will call... how do I call this? Column. Let's just call it call. So there is this other like variant we need to take into consideration. So you see, there is this thing where the thing comes from above, right? So what I was planning to do is having the instead of having a dotted line, I could have like a stain or something. Like just like here. Like a shadow. And I just set this to a transparency like 50%, right? Just to make it like look like the wall is coming down. right? Pillar X for impossible state. No, I also said this was going to be green. Hold on. Let's go for this one.
It burns when nothing else will.
This one would be this. Right? So this one is meant to like come from above. So I can call this column green and this would be open. And I duplicate this and this would be the closed one. Let me just set it so it exists first. That's the closed one. Right? And then I need one that is like the opposite. Yeah, it's just that I suppose the meanings don't really like correlate to this. You know what? Much easier. I can just say on. Oh, hold on. Oh. Right? Just so I do not like confuse myself. What do you think? Does that make more sense? You're right. I'm making What do I do? I'm confusing myself. Okay. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, let's make this more clean. We have 3 floors, right? We have the thing here and we have the object that goes up and down, right? So we have one first. We have the hole, right? We have a hole that when you turn the pillar on, it fills the hole, right? So it goes like this. Right? That same thing makes it so on a different floor it blocks the path. Right? But on the floor below it opens the path. Right? So for that case, blue being on results on the hole being filled. Right? This is on. The path being blocked on the floor below, right? And being impossible on the below that. You can pass through here from the top one, right? You cannot go through the second one, and the third one is passable. Does that make sense? Okay, so here the pitfall is on because it's passable, right? The pillar on is blocks the path because it's the second level right here, right? And on the third level is passable because there is nothing there. Does that make more sense? I'm wondering, is that even more confusing? Does my logic make sense? Is my logicking? Do you perhaps compute? So it doesn't matter what enemy is, you need to keep track on when it blocks or opens the path? Yes, basically. Because I wanted to like remain consistent between floors, right? Is what is like the most important thing. I believe. Maybe? Now you are like making me doubt. Hmm. Processing. It makes sense in my head, but I don't know if it makes sense, like actually makes sense. It's easy to floor out everything, draw an empty level with all 3 floors. Yeah, I suppose that would be like I think that would make more sense. So here we have a state up would be on, technically. Down will be off. Right? In theory, that should like go correctly. So we are here. So right now we are off, right? So if I press this, we are on. Because the thing is up, right? Then we are here, the thing is down because it's off. So this turns in on, right? Here we're still on, so this is up. That goes down, right? Okay, let me make the other sprites so we can actually like test things. So I need, let's divide this into colors. So we have blue. And I will grab this. We have red. We have this. And we have green. And we have this. Okay, so I'm going to make a duplicate of this. Duplicate. Move this to blue. Duplicate this. Move them to blue. Okay. So let's rename stuff. Did I not move the other one? There we go. So this is going to be the blue pillar, blue, blue, blue. Okay, so we have technically everything that we need, right? Even if the color is not correct currently. The logic should remain the same in theory. Right? So let's go to the first room right here. Okay. So let's put a bunch of this around. So we have the pitfall, the one we're using already. We have the pillar, right? And then we need the a new object. Hold on. I'm missing an object. Object underscore column. Let's just call it column. And I will add the parents. So we can use the same logic. Right? Let me put this on the same group. I don't know what to call it, so I will just leave it as group. So I will grab all three, go in there, and the column 1. Okay. So the column will use the sprite for now, let's just grab the one that is there. Okay. So this is going to be column. Right, and we have this thing. Come here. Yeah. So let's see. All of three, even though they are different colors, are linked to blue. So let's see. So this is blue, right? Currently, the thing is on the lower level. As we can see, we have a clear path on the second level. And on the top, we have a hole, right? So if I press blue, the red didn't move at all because I forgot to adjust the variable. It's still red. Blue. Okay. One more try. So we are in the lower level, right? So we switch. So this becomes clear. That one becomes block. And this becomes a path, right? So if I go down, this becomes a path, but it blocks the other two levels. How does that look? Does that make sense? Right? Is the logic correct? Make sense? Okay. Good. It does make sense? It makes sense? I suppose it makes sense. Can you tell this is going to be difficult? Like how something rather simple can make you doubt? Yes. Because this logic is what the entirety of the whole dungeon is going to rely on. Maybe the one level at a time to make it less complicated. Yeah, maybe I should be doing that. Oh. By the way, I'm hearing something I can only refer as gunshots in the distance. So if you hear something weird, pretend there is nothing happening. Actually, can you hear it? I'm wondering. Hold on. Let me silence the music. I'm going to point the mic outside. I changed the... I changed... Wow. I changed the gain of the thing to see if you could actually hear it. Yeah. It sounds like it stopped. His revolver is empty. I wonder. I really don't like that the into pick colors don't really share the colors between different sprites. It's a bit annoying. Yeah. But yeah, there is from time to time you can hear stuff around. Oh wow, you got the rare one. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Here we go. ¿Cómo están? Bien. ¿Todo bien? ¿Todo tranquilo? Chip. Todo bien, todo bien. Yeah. Let me copy this over here. Edit. Oh wow. I didn't expect this. Okay. Come on. I hate when it does that. ¿Cómo está mi día? Bien, todo tranquilo. Chip. Bastante tranquilo. Yeah. actually nice. Okay. Let's see how that looks. That should look nice. Look at that. That totally didn't work the way I wanted. What happened to the... let's see. Oh, I forgot to enable the thing. I see. Whoops. There we go. Is it me or it doesn't look like that impressive when you see it like this? Hold on. Maybe it's the centering of this thing. Okay, let's see. It didn't like seem that strange when there were different colors, but now that they are the same, it looks a bit weird. And it doesn't even look that tall. I fell into the void. Maybe I do need it to be taller. Maybe 2 or 3 blocks. It will make it look better. Yeah. Should I make it like more realistic? How do you guys think? Should I make it like more square instead of saying giving it like a perspective? Instead, I just do this. It is at an wall, yes. But it will influence the actual like appearance of the finished thing, for sure. That's going to happen. I could have it like this. Oh, it's also time? Really? Well, at least we managed to make the main like mechanics. like that. Does that look more natural? The switch doesn't look natural. Right? But once it's like this one looks okay, right? And it will look like it would like fit the hole, right? The only issue is how do we represent this once we make it go up, right? That would be the main issue. Well, we're getting there. At least we have the logic down. Yeah. Handling the collision is going to be a nightmare, now that I think about it. Well, that's something I need to figure out, for sure. Yeah, there is also the anime concerning the obstacles. Yes, that's another detail. Indeed. It's almost as if I should have like made all the dungeons first and later made the enemies. Who will think that? Ain't that strange? Okay, I will figure it out eventually. If not, if it looks weird, then it looks weird. I will have to hire someone to actually finish it up. Yeah. Anyways, let us stop here for today.
Kind of. Yeah. Cue dubstep.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for coming. Muchas gracias por venir al directo. Los veré mañana para Terraria. I will see you guys tomorrow for more Terraria. Indeed. Good night. Bye. Rest well. Buenas noches, que descansen. Muchas gracias por venir. Los veo mañana para Terraria. Ricardo ya se retiró. Good night, bye, adiós. Estaba muy cansado. Yes. Good night. Bye, adiós. Lovely. Ambulance. Últimamente estamos haciendo eso con el Metapipes. Creo que eso es un beneficio. Ok. Good night, buenas noches. Adiós. Good night. Bye.
Make it into a regular wall maybe? The 3D looks out of place. Maybe make it into a block or a 2D pillar? Okay, I think I need to go to sleep now. I'm getting tired. Good night, fellas. Good night, Ricardo. We'll keep it in mind. GN. I already forgot. Pulsating like an organ. Good enough for a temp wall. Yay, it looks good. Why? Oh. But it makes sense. Semantically it makes sense, but I guess it conflicts with the visuals. Or rather intent. Change the name to passable and impassable. Lamau, this is confusing. Not coding wise but semantics wise. Wrong. Maybe SPR_pillar for normal state. SPR_pillar_x for impassable state. So for the pitfall, on is walkable, but for the pillar on is non-walkable. Ah, yes, yes. So it doesn't matter what the name is? You need to keep track of when it blocks or opens the path. An easy way is to plot out everything, draw an empty level with all 3 floors, lemao. Makes sense. I think. I like how something rather simple can make you doubt your sanity. Maybe do it 1 level at a time to make it less complicated. Damn. No, I can't. No. Oh, I can hear it somewhat. Sounds like someone tapping the window. Now that one sounded like gunshots. I did hear it. Yes, it stopped. He fired all 6 shots. His revolver is empty. Hola, noise.
XD. Hola, ajá. ¿Cómo está, pato? Punto guión bajo punto XD. ¿Y cómo ha estado su día? Pan de molde. Qué bien, abeja.
F. Yay, it looks weird. Yay, deep sea jellyfish. I don't know, man, isn't this a temp wall? Oh, also it's time. Yes, when it goes down it looks good, lemao. And then the enemy eye behavior concerning the obstacles too. Yes. Good night everyone.
Está bien, cara sonriente. Así, Ricardo. Últimamente está más silencioso de Metal Pipes. XD. Bueno, más hasta mañana, cara sonriente. No. Pucro. XD.
Colon face blue smiling.
Puro.
Sun emoji, black star emoji, crescent moon emoji, croissant emoji, rice cracker emoji, banana emoji.
Punto guión bajo punto XD.
Bye bye.
Pan de molde. Yeah, cara sonriente.
Bye.